Guys, this is where we give our predictions, what we think is going to happen in this football game, give you our score. That being said, congratulations to Brian King. He correctly predicted the score last week, nailed it. 38-3. His t-shirt was in the mail the Monday, I believe it was. I got it sent to him. So he's going to be enjoying this weekend's game with a brand new OHIO podcast t-shirt. We do have some new merch that we're going to be releasing here very shortly. So be on the lookout for that as we prepare for the off season. We've got a lot of great things heading your way this off season. But guys, let's talk about this football game before I throw up our prediction scores. Is there any concern whatsoever at all for this football game? Scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I have zero concern, 10 being oh my gosh, I think we're going to lose. Where are we, Chris? 2?
If that. My
If
biggest
that?
concern is my biggest concern is making sure that, like last week, we get a nice big cushion in that first half so we can rest guys in the second half, have them healthy and ready to go for the big game the following weekend.
Yeah. Aaron?
Yeah, I'm with Chris, man. I think the big thing is not that we would possibly lose. It's more about the health of the players. That's because it's you mentioned it at the beginning of the show. It is almost that week, and
Mm-hmm.
we cannot afford to be losing guys. Lathan Ransom
Mm-hmm.
being out for the rest of the season, possibly returning in the postseason. That's going to hurt us. He's a hitter, and we got to
Yeah.
have him. So missing him for that game next week is going to hurt. And we can't really afford to be missing any more guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Get out to an early lead, get a big lead, get them off the field. It's what we did against Michigan State. It worked well. Like
And
to
let
see
the
it again.
backups play. That's the other thing, Eric. That's the other thing I want to see.
Yes.
Let the backups play. If something happens, God forbid, to Kyle McCord, especially with Devin out of there, we need to know that we can go to that next guy on the bench to at least be competent and be able to throw the ball if necessary.
I say we pull a Deem up north from 2020. We just gonna have to pull out of that game, bud. Because just kidding. We don't pull out in Columbus. All right, we don't do that.
COVID-19, huh?
Yes.
According to Jim Harbaugh, his immune system is like an iron wall. Viruses just hit that. That's where they go to die, is Jim Harbaugh, apparently. Anyways, so let's go ahead and give you our score predictions for this Saturday against the Gophers. Aaron, 35-10 is what your score is. Chris, you're one better, 38-12. And guys, for the first time this season, I am predicting the Buckeyes to win bigger than you two guys are predicting. 41-3. Maybe it's a little bit of the Sky U Pod running their lack of confidence in this game rubbing off on me a little bit here. But my score prediction is 41-3. Aaron, I'll start with you. How did you come up with 35-10 as your score?
I'll be honest. I don't think that Minnesota's really going to score 10, but every time it seems that I'm like, yep, we're going to blow them out 49-0. It ends up being much closer. So I'm trying to like reverse psychology myself. So no, I think that we're going to jump out big, probably like a 28-3 halftime lead. And then I think kind of maybe the backups get in there and Minnesota punches one in.
We only scored 3 points last week in the second half.
Yeah.
I mean, he just shut it down at halftime, guys. They came out and it was just like, you're out, you're out, you're out. McCord, you're in for some reason still. And then he was like, that's dumb, you're out too. So, yeah. We only ended up getting a field goal. I think it was like the first or second drive in the second half, and then he was done. So then, and then he went conservative, like he always does with the backups. That irritates Chris, like people irritate me with next man up. That's watching Ohio State run a Manila offense with backups. It just kills my poor co-host up there, man. Chris, how'd you come up with 38-12?
Manila would be an improvement, Eric. It's like skim milk.
What's wrong with skim milk?
Yeah, what do you got against skim milk, bud?
It's white water.
It's better for you. That's what it is.
It is white water. That's all there is to it. Now, so as far as my score goes, I just think that I do think, like Aaron does, we'll be up, 28-3, maybe even, 31-3, 35-3, something like that at the half. And I think we go boring, and maybe they get one in garbage time late against the second string.
41-3, I think we jump out on them early and we just keep rolling. And at halftime, we pull the starters. And I think the backups get hungry and we put a couple field goals on the board, come up with 41. I think the defense is solid. They give up a field goal probably at the end, near the end of the game, so that it's not a shutout and disappoints all the starters that the backups gave up some points. But I think this is going to be we're looking ahead to Michigan by halftime type of game. That's how I feel. I don't think this is nearly the same Minnesota team that we played 2 years ago.
No.
In their
Absolutely
place,
not.
and I don't even think it's the same Minnesota team that started the season. This is a team that's beat up right now. They're not going to have some starters on the field. They are they're very conservative in their play calling. And even if PJ Fleck decides to try to pass the ball a lot, which is kind of our prediction and what we think he'll do, you don't all of a sudden just turn that on against the fourth best defense in the country. So some interceptions, maybe a pick six would be nice again. So I'm looking for this game to be pretty much over by halftime. Hopefully the seniors do get the opportunity. Those who Proctor and Eichenberg get the opportunity to play at least to start the game, since it will be their last game inside the horseshoe, more than likely. Proctor definitely. He's a super senior. He has no more eligibility left. Eichenberg technically can come back one more year if he wanted to, but that's not going to happen, guys.
He's going pro.
This is his fifth
Yeah.
year. He's done. He's a second round, third round pick right now. His stock will never be any higher than it is today. He needs to go. I think Steel Chambers is questionable, but I think he goes too because he is best friends with Eichenberg and Cade Stover. They're both going to go pro. He's going to want to go with them and start that portion of his career. I think Steele's probably maybe a late round draft pick. Don't you
Yeah,
think,
I've got
Chris?
him slated right now around the
I
fifth,
was gonna
sixth.
say I was gonna say sixth. Maybe he sneaks down to the seventh and he does if he
Yeah,
doesn't have good
he's
measurables.
not a solid 2-3 the way that
No.
Stover and Eichenberg are. But yeah, I think he's a fifth, sixth. Somebody's gonna give him a shot.
I
Yeah,
think they're
because
gonna
he's
they'll
athletic.
yes, yeah, and that's what I was gonna get at too, man. Is I don't think he's gonna play linebacker at the next level. They'll probably move him to like strong safety because he is a
Yeah,
little faster. He has like skilled position experience at the collegiate level. Didn't he get recruited to be a running back?
Oh yeah, he was a running back
yeah.
first.
Well, he's been here
Yeah.
for 12 years, so you forget things like that. But yeah, I mean, I just think he's too athletic to remain at linebacker, and I don't think that he necessarily has the NFL size. Now, I could be wrong, but I just see them giving him a shot late round, like you said, Eric. I think
Yeah.
he'll be a strong safety somewhere.
Well, I mean, when you have the ability to play multiple positions, that's a value.
Oh yeah, big
Yes.
time,
And,
big time.
when you're only allowed to carry so many, having someone on your sideline who can play multiple is definitely a benefit. And I think that adds extra value to him, which is why I think he will get drafted. Um, so those are some of the seniors. I wrote an article if you want to head over to um, scarletandgame.com. Scroll through the articles, you'll find one that says seniors that could possibly be playing their last game. Break it all down for you. Those who definitely are going to have to because they're super seniors, seniors who will have to make that decision. And then, of course, I didn't put it in the article, but there's quite a few juniors who might be playing their last game at the Horseshoe as well. I'm going to throw some names out at you to end this episode, in this show. Give me a yes or no. Chris, I'll let you go first. Aaron, you can go second. Let's start with the obvious Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, he's a number one, number two pick. He's gone.
Aaron,
Gone.
Emeka Egbuka.
I think he's a first round guy. At worst, early second. I think he's gone.
Gone.
Okay. Donovan Jackson, left guard.
I think Donovan Jackson would benefit from another year. I would not be surprised to see him stay.
I think he's gone. I hope he stays, but I don't see it happening.
Okay. JT Tumula.
I think both our defensive ends stay, Eric. I really do. I think he and Sawyer both are going to stay for another season.
No way is JT staying another year.
I say he's gone.
That's it.
I
That's
don't think I don't think he's shown consistency to. I think he right now, if he goes out, at best is a late second rounder.
the thing that
He
throws
comes back for a year, he can increase his pay quite a bit, and
Aaron?
with the NIL dollars being there, I think we can keep him there.
Well,
Go
that Chris brought it up right there. It's the NIL thing that throws this whole thing out of whack because they're making enough money that they don't have to jump to the NFL to change their families' lives anymore. They just got to start, and these guys we're talking about, they're established.
Sawyer's questionable to me.
I don't think he goes.
No.
There's no way Sawyer goes.
JTT,
Oh,
I could.
There's a way. I mean,
Well,
wouldn't
sure,
be
if he
smart.
wants to go, if he wants to go in the 6th or 7th round.
all it takes is one person chirping in his ear that he's, it's worth his time and money, and it's what's gonna, and they'll go. But I don't think the Sawyer family's hurting for money or anything. But if I was advising him, I'd say you need to stay another year. Is what I would advise him to do. JT, I don't know, and here's why I don't know. I don't know that his stock can get any higher. Maybe it can.
Oh, it definitely can. Like I said, Eric, I don't see him being better than a late second round right now. I really don't.
Denzel Burke. Sorry, Aaron. Go ahead,
Gone.
Aaron.
Well, I was gonna say the only way that JTT stock I feel like gets higher is if he plays the way he did against Penn State last year. If he did that more consistently, but to Chris's point, he has not done that. I don't know if he can play that consistently. So I'm with Chris a little bit. I think he leaves. I'm leaning more towards him leaving, but I could also justify him staying as well. But
Okay.
Denzel's gone. Denzel's a first round pick right now. He's
he's gone.
Okay. I agree with you guys on that one. Am I missing any other juniors that could possibly leave? Those are the ones that just pop in my head. Am I missing any other ones? I don't think I am.
running backs.
Oh, Tyleek
Yeah.
Williams. Tyleek Williams.
Gone.
I think Tyleek goes. He's having a monster season.
Michael Hall Jr.
Stays.
I'm on the fence with that one. I could see it.
I don't
both
think
ways.
he's. I think that when he's in there last year, he was dominant. I don't see. He's an impact player right now, but he's not showing the dominance he did last year when he got in. So I think that he would benefit from another year.
Travion Henderson.
He's
Ah,
gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Eric, I
Mine-
think just going back to Travion, I think we can all agree he's more an NFL back than he is a college back. Anyhow, just his game, I think, fits the NFL better.
Maybe as a third down passing, but he's not. His toughness level is not there for the
No,
NFL.
I agree that he's not. Well,
I hate to say that.
his injury history is working against him.
That's what I mean. by
He would
toughness.
he would benefit from a solid uninjured year in college. That would increase his draft stock. Right now, I think he's probably a late third round pick.
Yeah, I was gonna say either that or early fourth round because
Yeah.
it's just his health is in question. I didn't mean to
Mm.
say toughness. I hate to say that. That's not
Sure.
fair. It's injuries.
Only two other guys I got. Mayan Williams. I think he stays.
Agreed.
I don't know how to get a read on Mayan.
By the way, Mayan's actually
I don't know.
Mayan's a senior actually, but he has additional eligibility.
Here's what I'll say. I think Mayan Williams is playing college football next year.
Okay. I pick up what you're saying. Another one who has another year of eligibility if he wants it, Chip Trayanum.
He'll be back.
I think so.
I think
too.
so too. Yeah.
I think next year's backfield's Chip Trayanum as kind of like our fullback, short yardage back, and I think Dallin Hayden's your featured back next year. I don't know if Mayan's gonna. Mayan's an interesting one there.
Mine to me screams out what we saw with Master Teague a few years ago, where
By
he
the way,
couldn't stay healthy. He
Yeah.
showed flashes, but couldn't stay healthy.
By the way, Master Teague just released a book. He wrote a book, and he just released it. So I'm actually going to pick that up. It sounds really interesting. See if we can get Master Teague on the podcast. Wouldn't that be good?
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That'd
that'd
be
be
great.
awesome. I bet you he'd come on. He seems like a really cool dude.
Yeah.
So we'll see. If
He
we
also
can't get
seems
him.
like a really scary dude, Eric. That's a big dude.
Large human being.
Yeah, he's built like a freight train. That's for sure.
He is no chihuahua.
Very fun. You guys know the drill. You want to be like Brian King? Put your score prediction down in the comments below on this video right here on YouTube, and you could be the next one walking away with some OHIO podcast merchandise. Guys, enjoy the game this weekend. It should be lots of fun. I'm not stressing out about this one, by the way. I'm at a 1.
We've got to be ready to play America's team, Eric.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
yes. Please.
Okay.
I said
Jeez.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. America loves teams that beat the odds, not cheat the odds.
There you go. There you go. If you haven't, go over to scarletandgame.com, read my article about Jim Harbaugh being the Ann Arbor chicken. You guys remember the San Diego chicken?
Yeah.
That's Jim Harbaugh. He's the Ann Arbor chicken, dude. He literally talked about how he loves chickens now.
Listen, not for what it's worth, but WrestleMania 15
Yeah.
and I think 16, the San Diego Chicken got choke slammed and tombstone pile drive
Yes.
by Kane, who, by the way, is the Undertaker's brother.
So what you're
Just throw
saying
that
is
out
we want to be
he's-
the Kane in this scenario here.
Hopefully, yes,
He's also the mayor of Nashville, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
he is now.
Not Knox.
Knoxville.
Oh
yes.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's not Nashville. I think it's actually not Knox County.
Knox County. What? It's somewhere down in SEC country, Eric. That's all
Yeah.
I know.
Down there, mountain. With the whatever that song is that the Tennessee Vols sing.
Rocky Top.
Rocky Top. There it is. You always be home, sweet home to me. Old Rocky Top. Good old Rocky Top. Rocky Top, Tennessee. There you go, guys. You never know what we're going to talk about. By the way, I look dark on this side because my light fell over while we were recording. It just went. And so I'm like on the dark side of the moon here tonight. But hey, it is what it is. And we will do better on Sunday, hopefully. So come back Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. We will be live right here on YouTube and on Facebook. Check us out. Hopefully we'll be talking about a big Ohio State win. And we'll also be turning the page, getting ready for week number 12, or game number 12, that is, against the hated rival from Ann Arbor, the team up north. It'll finally be Michigan week, guys. So we are going to be
And I
looking
can't
forward
wait to hear
that.
him whine.
Hopefully it'll be a big Ohio State win. We can right the ship. Ryan Day can get that monkey off his back so he can get people like Chris to quit.
Either
complaining
way,
about
they're
not
going to be
beating 'em.
whining that whole week, Eric. Either way, they're whining that whole week up to it. I mean, I don't know if you got a chance to see me the other night with our boy James from up there on the Victor's Nation.
I haven't
podcast,
watched-
but let me tell you, they had an excuse for everything.
Oh yeah. That's how they roll, man. It's follow the narrative. It's follow the narrative. Please like, share, subscribe. We really do appreciate it. Appreciate you guys doing all of those things for us. If you're listening to the audio version, give us a 5-star review. Really does help the show, helps us to grow and get this show into the earbuds of more people just like yourself who love the Ohio State Buckeyes. Remember, be kind to one another. I-O sums OH. Sing Carmen Ohio with all your heart. Till next time, OH!
Io.
Oh.